Welcome students to Class 4 Maths, Lesson 3 Addition, Session 3.3 on Estimates and Rounding Off. Before we begin this session, like the video and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a video. Do check the description. I have attached the link to my playlist of Class 3, Class 4 and Class 5 Maths. There you'll find videos that will cover your entire syllabus. And each video ends with a worksheet so that you can check your progress as we move along. And what more? The solutions to the worksheet are also there on the channel. It is a one-stop solution for all your maths. Do watch these videos again and again so that you clear your concepts of maths. Having said all that, let us begin today's session. Estimate and rounding off. There are times when we are dealing with numbers, we don't need the exact figure. We only need an approximation or an estimation. For that, we round off the number. Like the population of Uttarakhand. The population of Uttarakhand is approximate 1 crore is good. Then the population of Uttar Pradesh, it is somewhere around 20 crores. You have done rounding off in your previous classes also, rounding off to the nearest tens. We'll quickly brush up the concept and I will explain it to you why and how we round off. Let us take the example of 173 and we round it off to the nearest tens. Here there is a number line on which numbers from 170 to 180 are written. 175 is marking the center. In a particular case 173. So it is on the left of the center. So this will round off to 170. And any number after 174 would have rounded off to 180. Now the same example I am explaining with the help of a seesaw to help you remember the concept how we round off. Here we have 170 on one side of the seesaw and 180 on the other side of the seesaw. 175 is the center point. Now let's suppose 173 is a person. Now 173 will come between 170 and 175, so it will sit on this side of the seesaw. And when he sits here, this side comes down and he slides towards 170. So when you are rounding off 173, it will slide towards 170 and you will get the answer as 170. Had it been any number on the right side, that is 175 or a number above 175, the man would have sat on the right side of the seesaw and he would have gone towards 180. All this was done to help you explain the concept behind rounding off. Here the example is 137 and you have to round it to the nearest tens. So in tens place we have 3. To round off, we look at the number on the right. The number on the right is 7. Now we compare 7 with 5. It is greater than 5 or less than 5. 7 is greater than 5. Now since 7 is greater, we will convert this 3 at tens place to 4 and all the numbers on the right to 0. So 7 becomes 0 and we round it off to 140. Then here rounding off to nearest hundreds. Here at the hundreds place we have 7. So we will look at the number on the right of 7, that is at the tens place, which is 6. So 6 we'll compare it with 5. 6 is greater than 5. So we will convert 7 into 8 and all the numbers after that to 0. So the number will become 9800. Rounding off to the nearest thousands. Now we look at the number at thousands place, it is 3. So we will concentrate on the number at hundreds place, which is 8. And compare this 8 with 5. 8 is greater than 5. So we will convert the number at thousands place from 3 to 4. We will round it off to the upper limit. and all the digits at hundreds, tens and ones place will be converted to 0. So the number will become 24000. Now in this example, instead of 8, if we had supposing 4, then the rounding off would have been different. Let's look at it. 23463. Rounding off to the nearest thousands, so we will look at the hundreds place. Hundreds place we have 4. And 4 is less than 5. Since it is less, we will not change the number at thousands place. We will just convert everything after the thousands place, that is at hundreds, tens and ones place, to 0. So answer we will get is 23000. Then rounding off to the nearest 10,000. Now we'll concentrate on the thousands place. Thousands place we have 3. 3 is less than 5. We will not change the digit at 10,000s place. We will only convert 1000 and everything on the right of 1000 to 0. So we will get 120000. Now sums on estimation. Add 2254 and 3659. Find the actual sum and compare it with the estimated sum. Since these numbers are 4 digits, we will round them to the nearest thousands. So for this question, we will first write these two numbers one below the other, add them as we add normally. Here we have got the answer as 5913. Now we have to write the estimated amount. Now look at the first number, 2254. Now here in this particular case, thousands is the leftmost place value. So we will just keep the thousands digit. Everything on the right of thousands place we will convert to 0. So 2254, we will concentrate on the 2 at hundreds place and compare it with 5. 2 is less than 5. So when we round off this number, we will get 2000. And when we look at the next number, 3659, we will look at the digit at hundreds place, which is 6. 6 is greater than 5. So we will round off to the upper limit. This number will become 4000. The first number has converted and become 2000 and the second number has converted and become 4000. When we add, the estimated sum becomes 6000. Now if you see 5913 and 6000, they are close, isn't it? The actual sum 5913 is quite close to the estimated sum 6000. Another example, Suresh bought a watch for rupees 882 and a pen for rupees 136. Estimate the amount he has to pay to the shopkeeper and then compare the actual cost. Let's look at the information in pieces. Suresh bought a watch for rupees 882. Since it is a 3-digit number, we will round it off to nearest 100. Now to get the estimate of this, we will check the digit at tens place, which is 8. 8 is greater than 5. So we will take it to the upper limit and write 900 for this. Estimated cost of watch is rupees 900. And then the next bit of information, and a pen for rupees 136. Now 136. We will look at the tens place here again. It is 3, which is less than 5. Will not change 1, it will stay 1 only, and the other 2 digits after 1 will become 0. So estimated cost of pen is going to be rupees 100. Next line in the question is estimate the amount he has to pay to the shopkeeper. Total estimated cost is equal to rupees 900 plus rupees 100, which is equal to 1000. Actual cost will be rupees 882 plus rupees 136. When we add this, we get rupees 1028. So did you see? Estimated cost and actual cost, there is only a difference of 28 rupees. Estimated cost is very close to the actual cost. Now students, let us do a worksheet on estimate. Worksheet on estimate. Question 1. Round off each of the following to the nearest 1000. 15896. The second one is 20268. After that we have 37624. So when we are rounding off to the nearest thousands, you will first look at the number at hundreds place and then compare it with 5. B part, rounding off to nearest 10,000s. 24256. Next number is 37890, and after that we have 84796. Question 2. Add 3269 and 2682. Find the actual sum and compare it with the estimate. First we will add the two numbers given to us, that will give us the actual sum, and then you will round off and find the estimate numbers and then give the estimated sum. Question 3. Seema bought a doll for rupees 385 and a bag for rupees 724. Estimate the cost she has to pay to the shopkeeper and then compare with the actual cost. Find the actual and estimated sum by rounding off to the nearest thousand. Now this brings us to the end of the video and also to end of this chapter on addition. I wish you luck with your worksheet. Until we meet again, stay happy and keep learning.